This is flight lead. Commencing sweep. Hawk 2-1 to air patrol. Lock them up. You are clear to engage.
Hey.
Right. The Institute destroyed this place. Wiped out everything.
Can we check?
I'd like that.
What's on your mind?
Guess I should tell you about that day. It was raining. The kind that falls gently and makes everything a little blurry, like you're looking out through a window. Georgie and I were drinking tea. Just hanging out, shooting the shit, waiting for customers. It was just a day. Nothing special, you know? No hint, no warning, just bam. It was on. Blue and white lights flashing in the sky, and everywhere you look, there's a synth.
It's terrible.
They were everywhere. In the buildings, on top of the buildings, and they came out hitting hard with lasers and those goddamn batons. It was chaos. People screaming and trying to get away. The fuckers chased down every single kid to make sure they died, along with the rest of us. Can you imagine doing that to kids? We fought back the best we could, but there were just too many of them. In the end, a synth got me in the face with one of those fucking batons and knocked me down and out. When I came to, Georgie was lying dead next to me. I laid next to Georgie for hours, waiting for them to stop killing, to stop searching, and to just stop being there. Worst part, Georgie's life fading away while I lay there, listening to the gruff-voiced motherfucker suck on his cigars. Want to know why the Institute destroyed the whole place?
Why?
A traitor sold us out to the Institute. One of the regulars, probably. Cricket, or someone that's disappeared since then. No one knows for sure. If I knew it was Cricket, I would have put her down like a radstag, but I don't. So, someone else gets to pay for Georgie's death. Which is why I kill synths, and needed to find that scar-faced, cigar-smoking, sister-killing motherfucking Kellogg.
Let me know if there's anything I can do to help you.
You already did the most important thing. Kellogg's dead. Fucker paid for taking Georgie away from me. You know, I had nightmares for months. I still dream about Georgie, but they're mostly nice now. You know, we're just talking and hanging out. I miss her so much. It was so unfair. One minute she was alive, and the next just dead, right in front of me, and there was nothing I could do about it.
You can't blame yourself. Sounds like you were outmatched. Probably would have killed you too.
Your sympathy means a lot to me. And thanks. Thanks for bringing me here. I needed it. Needed to shut down that chapter of my life. Question is, what am I going to do now? Guess it's time to start the next chapter.
That's all.
University Point was a great trading hub before the Institute nuked it. Better than Bunker Hill, if you ask me.
Hey.
Mm-hmm. Can I do something for you?
Can we chat?
I'd like that.
What's on your mind?
I have a very personal question for you. I hope you don't mind. Do you ever think about falling in love? Finding that special someone to treasure and spend time with?
Absolutely.
Okay, here goes. I'm falling in love with you. If you tell me now that you'll never feel this way about me, I promise I'll never bring it up again. But if there's a chance you could ever feel the same way about me, tell me now, please.
I'm still not sure how I feel. I need more time.
I can do that. I can give you more time.
Hey,
What's up? What's going on?
can we chat?
Sure.
What's on your mind?
I've been carrying these technical documents around for a while. Take them.
Thank you. I'm sure that'll come in handy.
Oh, good. You say something?
That's what I told DP, my girl. This whole thing where I thought I lost you, it convinced me we don't have time to wait. The moment the garage is secure, I'm moving in with you and we're going to make some of our own little Adam cats.
Oh. That would make me the happiest girl in the Commonwealth. I do. I do. If you're moving in, my answer is yes. I love you so... Huh? Oh. Hey there. It's okay, babe. I said to meet me here. I got some stuff going on with the sheriff I need help sorting out. Tell you what, though. How about I come find you before I leave? You can walk me to my monorail car. You know?
That's my girl. Sounds like a plan. I'll be at the garage. I'm going to tell the others the happy news and then we can continue this conversation.
See you soon, babe. So, I'm getting hitched. Ain't that awesome?
When's the wedding?
Haven't the faintest idea. We're gonna have it in Bog's greenhouse. I'm putting my foot down about that.
Congratulations.
Thank you. I've been waiting on that question from him for a while now, I gotta tell you. Nothing like waiting till the last minute. I'm just sorry it took all the shit I went through to convince him to ask. Seems he finally realized tomorrow is never guaranteed in this world. I mean, look at that. It's my copy down there. I threw the markers in the trash when I got here. So much waste. So many people thought I was dead. Rizzo and Zeke are gonna dig the meat up and toss it out to sea later on. Maybe it'll make a good snack for the rad dolphins. I'm glad you came. I can't tell the sheriff everything that happened when they had me, or she'd never let me out of her sight again. Same with Rizzo. I'm having nightmares, and these headaches, where the needles were, but deep in my head. What they did to me and to others, it's pure evil.
I'm here if you want to talk about it.
That's the main reason I asked you here instead of talking to you with all the years around the bleachers. During the kidnapping, the raiders were there, waiting for me at the warehouse. They knew I was gonna show up. Babs Chemical and a motorcycle both together as bait. I should have seen that coming a mile away. It was all a setup. They walloped me pretty good, but I got to bite an ear off, spit it in their faces and laugh at them. I mean, before I went down like a sack of potatoes, I thought they were there to kill me. I really thought I was dead, you know? Kinda got this reputation from my time with the Atom Cats. Raiders know my face, and they want to put a bullet in it. Killing raiders, it's kind of my thing. They call me the Scourge. I shit you not. But they didn't. They just tied me up and we waited there. Must have been for a couple hours. The time went pretty fast, you know. I'd insult the size of their dicks or their illiteracy, and they'd kick me in the stomach, and we'd do it again. But then the Institute arrived. A few folks in full lab gear, of course, sir, and their toasters do the heavy lifting. And that meat, my replacement,
Then what happened?
and they dressed it in my clothes. They gave me that ridiculous monkey suit to wear. I got blood all over it on purpose and kicked one of their scientists in the nuts when they let their guard down. The Corsa grabbed me and I bit one of his nipples off through his coat. Got knocked out for my troubles, totally worth it. Should have tied my legs. I guess they carried me to their lab because that's where I woke up, in that broom closet you and Crenshaw found me in. When that Corsa came to get me that first time, I kicked him in the side of the knee too. Real good one with my heel. He hit the floor, I made a break for it. But I had no idea how to get out of there. Where was I supposed to go, anyway? I didn't know where I was. My reward for that little stunt was to get thrown down the stairs all the way to the lab. Get those probes put in my head without anesthetic. That first time, that's when the headaches started. They clamped my head to that damn chair of theirs and drilled needles into my temples. Gary says he got the metal out, but I don't know. Pain can be so sharp. Feels like they're being put in all over again. They put me in that damn chair, which is about as comfortable as it looked. The needles would go in me, up and down my back, and they'd interrogate me. Over and over. They keep asking me questions to make me think about the FSD and my family so they could read it. When I passed out from the pain, their Corsa would just slap me awake again. Other than the interrogations, they never said anything to me. They never responded. I'm not totally stupid. I knew I was gonna die when they were done, but I wasn't gonna rat out my family. I told them I wasn't gonna talk, but they didn't need me to. They just downloaded what I thought about. I wonder how much they got out of my head. How much they know about what goes on behind those walls. I wasn't even supposed to be going in the department. But I liked being their mascot, you know? Socializing the sheriff was my pet project. But now, all that time I spent talking to Babs about what they're doing, sitting in on some of their meetings, it's all a liability now. It's hard knowing I put my friends in danger because they were just being nice and letting me hang around the department.
What about the Synth Hunter job?
That talk I had with the sheriff before heading out here, most of it was family stuff and what I saw in that lab. I'm not gonna bore you with the details. But Crenshaw was right. There's no way I'm getting that job. Pushing her just made it worse. All she wants to do is analyze Crenshaw's data, but she's not gonna tell me what it says or what it's for anymore. But the Institute? I mean, they can't keep doing this shit to us whenever they want. Don't our lives mean anything? They violated me. My mind. Oh, for fuck's sake. I tried to kill myself in there, okay? There. I finally said it. They needed my brain and I was gonna stop them any way I could. And this shit has been going on longer than any of us have been alive. You ever heard of the Commonwealth Provisional Government? They saw the Commonwealth organizing, maybe getting on their feet. So they sent a Corsa who shot them all like dogs. Those assholes just went and killed all the settlement leaders trying to organize decades ago. It's not even like there was a plot against them. At University Point, maybe Broken Mask, it's not like we're just imagining this shit. They've been killing us and sabotaging our plans for years. And just how many people died in that room where they drilled into my skull? Horribly. Screaming in agony. How many had their brains turned to goo? Just because those douche nozzles have no real plan and are scared shitless of us thriving up here. People say shit about those meat wagon synths not being to blame, but that fucking Corsair, he knew what he was, and he enjoyed what he did to me. I'm not gonna let this go on anymore. I'm taking that job with or without the sheriff knowing.
How are you going to manage that?
That's the easy part. You're gonna take the job, not me. I never got to see my face involved with this. Then, we just work our way down the list, stopping the Institute's plans one by one. If you can call them plans. I mean, you pop a synth, you stop what the synth was doing. Institute plans and all. But you also make it really hard for the Institute to replace an undercover synth, because everyone knows the original human is dead. Sounds like a plan, if you're up for it.
I've made my choice. The Institute is now our enemy.
All right. So I guess you're my sidekick now. Yeah, I can go for this. I like this idea. It's got potential. We're cooking with plutonium now. Tell you what, I got some stuff to finish up with Rizzo before I can head back. But it won't be long. After that, I'll head back to my room that I'm just getting your body odor out of and wait for you there. In the meantime, you go get gainfully employed as a Synth Hunter. Bring the jobs to me, and we can give them a read-through. There's some other unfinished business I had time to think about while I was getting kicked in the head by a Corsair. You know, some unpaid bills not related to the Institute. If you're willing to help with that too, I'll fill you in at the same time. This isn't the sort of thing you'd plan blind, so we gotta talk about it first anyway. I'm gonna say bye to Rizzo and head out. Meet you back at the bleachers in my room, okay?
Excuse me.
Hey there. You need something?
And you are?
Call me Commander Delano. I keep the trains running on time around here.
Got any work?
We've got a standing bounty of 50 caps for a synth component, which is more than any merchant will pay you for it. All the run-of-the-mill work is out front on the clipboard. But since you're already up here, I'll assume you want something more high level. We don't have much contract work that hasn't been filled already. But we've had the Synth Hunter job open for a while now. Seems nobody's too eager to go out and pick a fight with the Institute. Go figure. We classify that as a specialty staff civilian position, and we have a number of targets already on file. So you're guaranteed work.
Tell me about it.
Now we have a general bounty out for synth components, but these are specific synths, Institute operatives, and sympathizers. Infestations that need cleared, gen-free undercovers for the most part. Other targets are people who would turn synths loose on the streets. There's a few in there that won't go quietly, I can assure you that. There's some debate if the position would get assigned hard Institute targets. But since we don't know of any yet, it's a moot point.
Sounds pretty dangerous, but I might be interested.
It is. To protect you and us, you get your files one at a time. We've done a lot of investigating these targets ourselves to make sure they're synths, including Dr. McClintock's new toy in some cases. I give you a single file, you get the head, or other required proof depending on the job, and bring it back here. Then, I give you the reward and your next contract. Pretty straightforward.
Sounds like a job I can handle. I'll take it.
Hey, it's your life. Okay then, here's the first contract. It's nothing morally ambiguous. This time. just a raider looking to turn in his boss, probably to try and get control of the gang himself. Feel free to kill the raider as well as deactivating his boss, but we'll only pay you for the boss.
Plenty of shops inside the city. You need to trade. Hey,
Managed to talk to Delano about that Synth Hunter job yet?
you're looking at the department's new Synth Hunter.
Great! I tell you, I was worried that she might have you talk to the sheriff about it. The sheriff would know I sent you, and that would have ended the project real quick. She's no Babs, but she's pretty smart. So, I don't know if you've ever been locked up for a while. Awake, at least. I had a lot of time to think in that little room when I wasn't having needles drilled into my skull. I got some unfinished business out there. First thing on my list is making sure that the Raiders know I'm back. They tried to get rid of me. They need to know they failed. Crenshaw says they declared my death some sort of holiday. You know, because I killed more of them than I can count. We're canceling Christmas this year. He tells me you iced Jet Joan the week I got taken. I know her. Well, knew her. Knew of her, at any rate. We whacked the Corvega Raiders, and Joan was a biggie in the Natick Banks Raiders. But Crenshaw said you'd found her with the Monsignor Plaza Raiders. That's some serious cross-talk between a bunch of douche nozzles that couldn't organize a hand job at a whorehouse with a bag full of caps. All to kidnap me. So I figure this is a good opportunity to do double duty. We rid the world of some while flushing out the head assholes. We're gonna burn a trail up the Raiders until we find the natural-born project manager that was organizing rival gangs to work together. Here, take the stack of calling cards I got from Luna. Leave one on any raider we kill, and they'll know who did it. Before long, they'll be shitting their pants again. And I know raiders. Once the heat comes, they scatter. We'll listen for the cross-chatter between gangs, usually in the form of poorly spelled notes or merchants with good ears, and track them down. The second thing on my list is something that's been bugging me a while. For 12 years or so now. Something really personal. You remember when we were talking about my old friend April at dinner the other night? She was my best friend growing up. She got killed in the crossfire of a bad chem deal she had nothing to do with by rich family Diamond City brats who bought their way out of justice. Mags, William, and Lizzie. They should have gotten the noose, but the parents bought him banishment. You remember DP said he found out where those assholes got off to? They're riding high at the helm of their own gang in Nuka World. You believe that? They're fucking raider bosses now. They're probably surrounded by their goons. But I got a plan to lure them out. Yes, a plan. Don't act so surprised. Just let me handle it. They got written out of their mom's will a while ago. Yeah, it was big news all over town. We're gonna use that to our advantage. Trust me. I'll get them out of whatever fucking rusty fortress they're stinking up, and out where we can handle them like civilized butchers. Then, we're gonna bury the three of them and anyone that tries to stop us. For my best friend April. Except we won't bother with the actual burying part, neither. Because we're gonna stake them out in the middle of a field for the crows to eat alive. And now, on to the Synth Hunter job. Let me check out that file. Damn. Delano's done her homework here. This thing is packed. practically kill the guy from here if we wanted to with this info. Raider boss. Looks like Salem gang. Pretty big outfit. They have most of Salem as their pissing ground. Never knew where they called home till I saw this file, though. Salem's way out of the way of my power armor route, so I almost never go up there. They were a weird gang. They got this, dress code. You'll see what I mean. Wanna bet the person who turned him in is a lieutenant that wants to be top dog? How dumb a raider you gotta be to tell the FSD where you are? Wanna bet we kill this lieutenant and retire the synth? Ha! Leave some calling cards and we're killing 3 birds with 1 stone. So I guess that's a contract then, huh? Not bad. Combine that with pin the knife in the raider and we got a full schedule. So get your shit together and let me know when you're geared up and ready to be my sidekick. We'll have fun and get some work done.
Hey,
What's happening?
I wanted to ask you about something else.
Alright then, let's go talk to this schmuck who hired us.
Hey,
Well. Look what the tide washed up.
You see that pumpkin hat? I need one of those.
It's a treat.
If you guys ain't here about the contract, then you better keep moving before we make a snack out of you and your friends.
we're the computer experts from Diamond City. You asked for us?
Computer experts. Funny. Glad you guys showed up. Here's the deal. The head of our, group has been acting strange the past few months. And it just happened real suddenly. You know, he's suddenly not a giant asshole. He started wiping his ass like some sort of snob, and he goes for these long walks. It's really weird. That weird pod person shit he was doing got me thinking about those kidnappings. So I tailed him when he went on one of those long walks of his. Turns out the guy is meeting with a toaster at night every couple of weeks to hand out holotapes.
You hear that? Never mind the secret meeting with Synth. He says the guy's using toilet paper. I ain't never heard of no raider doing that. Something stinks. And it ain't this guy's ass.
Hey lady, we ain't no raiders.
Yeah? You just walk around with that stupid thing on your head to make a fashion statement then? The fuck you need us for?
I need the rest of them on my side when the robot goes down. If they see me killing him, there's gonna be hell to pay.
So basically, you need us to go in there and kill your Raider boss friend so you can take over the gun.
Yeah, no. Look, lady, I told you, we ain't no raiders. We're just some simple fishermen.
Yeah, if you ain't a Raider, then my name ain't Lily.
I paid for a contract here. That fucker in there is a synth. Wait, did you say Lily?
Yep, pleased to meet you, Mr. Raider.
Bullshit. She's dead. Y'all had a giant party. There's no fucking way.
See the power armor?
Oh, fuck.
Right again, Mr. Raider. Christmas comes early this year.
You should be running the other way. Killed all those raiders.
to the second job. We got work to do. Ooh, dibs on the pumpkin.
I completed the Synth Hunter contract. Here's the proof.
Huh. Great work. Here's the bounty and the second job. It's nothing someone like you couldn't handle. Seems Bunker Hill needs some help.
Hey,
How can I... Delano normally keeps these at a window for the good kids who visit. Here you go.
I wanted to ask you about something else.
Let me check that file out. Bunker Hill, huh? Seems a random group of do-gooders is onto a caravan. I know that place too. It's a trading caravan hub for the Commonwealth. Lots of stuff comes in over there that Luna loves to get her hands on. Yeah, but with all the activity, it makes it pretty easy for someone like a caravan guard who's a synth spy for the Institute to go unnoticed. Alright, let's head out there and talk to the client. See if they got any more details before we shut this one down.